Welcome to my first custom tactics of FC24. Now I know this is a bit later than what I'd usually do, and in previous years I've understood the game a lot quicker than I have this year. I don't want to give you custom tactics for the sake of giving you custom tactics. Other people do that, and I used to do that. I don't think it's worth it, and I've tried these tactics a lot, and I think they are the best in the game right now. Now let me quickly show you where I am in divisions. I'm currently in Division 4, halfway through 4, almost into 3. So I'm pretty confident in these tactics. You can also see that I've played 75 games of Rivals. I've taken a few losses, a lot of draws, and got a fair few wins as well. And before we talk about the tactics, guys, there will be a few coming out over the next few days as well, because I have got an understanding of the game, the tactics, and the formations that do work. I highly recommend you work on your defense before you work on anything else. You can see here that I've got Trent, Virgil, Tomori, and Hernandez. Trent is in there just for crossing alone. Virgil's obviously amazing, and so is Tomori, and Hernandez is a great fullback on this game. And also, one position that's super important this year is your CDM. We have got Frankie de Jong as our CDM, and he's absolutely amazing there. Make sure you focus on that as well, guys. FC24 has finally dropped, guys, and if you need fast, reliable coins, make sure to go to MMOEXP.com and use my code Viper at checkout for 5% off your order. So then, dudes, here are the custom tactics that I'm currently using. I'm not going to tell you the formation yet because it's very important, the formation, and I'll explain that shortly. But first of all, we're on press after possession loss. I did not like this at the start of the game. I didn't think it was very good, but now that we know about the 71 depth glitch, I think press after possession loss is amazing with that. You can use a few others. Constant pressure I would not recommend unless you've got a full team of Relentless Plus players. Drop back is actually very good on this game if you're struggling defensively, but also the 71 depth and press after possession loss is good if you're struggling defensively. Balance is very nice as well. I've used that a fair bit as well, and I don't mind that. Pressure on heavy touch is also amazing if you think the press after possession loss is too much for you. So consider pressure on heavy touch as the alternative to press after possession loss if you don't like this, but I do recommend press after possession loss. 50 width is just basic for your defensive line. You don't want it too high because that means you'll get hit in the middle way too easy, and if you go too low, you'll end up getting hit down the flanks very easily, which is the #1 way to score right now, getting down the byline and finding a cutback. So have this pretty much basic. You could have it a little bit higher if you wanted to as well, if you wanted a bit more help dealing with the cutbacks and the byline spammers. So it's up to you what you really want to do with this. I wouldn't go lower. You may be able to push this up to like 55, 60 if you're struggling with the byline spammers. So annoying to play against, but regardless, 50 width there. 71 depth is amazing on this FIFA right now, or FC24, because it is a glitch, or not a glitch, but it allows you to kind of have an AI press on top of the press after possession loss. Your team is so pushed up the pitch, it's so hard to play out. I don't know if you guys have played against this yet, but essentially what it does, it pushes your entire team up, your midfield, your strikers, and your defense. And it just means that it's so hard to find an out ball for your opponent that you end up winning the ball back so much in the midfield, especially when this is combined with the press after possession loss. It's literally impossible to find a pass out. I'm sure you guys have played against that a few times, so I really would recommend 71 depth. Nothing higher, nothing lower. Make sure you're playing on 71 depth if you want to get the OP thing that you're probably struggling against, and that is finding a ball out from midfield and even defense sometimes. It's so difficult to play against this. That's what all the pros are using and what all the sweaty players are using. So I definitely recommend, not even recommend, you have to play on this. You have to play on this. Now, guys, we have retained a few things from FIFA 23. The fast build-up and the direct passing is what I'm using this year for my build-up play and attacking styles this year. Fast build-up, of course, what that does, it just means it's really good for counter-attacks. Your team flies up the pitch. They're already pretty high up the pitch anyway because of the depth glitch, but fast build-up is absolutely amazing on this game for quick breakaways. Plays in with the direct passing as well. You don't have to play this. You don't have to play the fast build-up either, but I would recommend playing one of them, right? So, of course, they work really well together, but you could try and combine the fast build-up with forward runs, which is also very good. Works into the depth once again. Direct passing is the best, though, in my opinion. Balance is really good as well. And of course, if you want to come off fast build up, just go to balanced. I wouldn't recommend anything else other than that. But balanced direct passing works really well as well. But for me personally, what I really like is fast build-up and direct passing. It's very good for hitting on the break. It's very good for finding quick passes. And if you have the right playstyle pluses in your midfield, this can also work really, really nicely. What I mean by the best playstyle pluses in the midfield, you know, incisive pass is a very, very good. And the Trivela pass is really nice. And so is the contextual dribbling that you can get, which I've got with Patelas in the midfield. And then, guys, we have got 60 for the width. Now, once again, for me, on the attacking side of things, what this is going to be good for is getting down the byline and looking for the cutback. A bit more width on the attacking side of things mean your wide players, and we do have them in this formation, are going to be sitting a little bit more wide, which is going to give you the opportunity to get down to the byline and look for them cutbacks, which everybody's doing, including myself, and it is the #1 way to score goals right now. So have that a little bit higher than the balance, which is 50, or the middle, which is 50. And then players in the box, I like having this high, and you could go a little bit higher than this still, go to 8, but 6 is my sweet spot. It was last year, and it certainly is going to be this year. Corners and free kicks is both on 2. You could put the corners up to 3 if you're very good at corners, but for me personally, I like to have it on 2. And if you've got a dead ball specialist, you know, with a dead ball playstyle plus, you can put this onto 4 and you will score most of your corners. Now, guys, it's finally time to reveal the formation for you, and of course the instructions. It is going to be the 4-2-2, arguably the best formation in the game right now. So many pros using this one. Of course, the 4-3-2-1 is really good as well. I like the 4-1-2-1-2 now again this year, but this is the formation I am finding success with at the moment at the high divisions. The 2 strikers for me, Katoto and Griezmann, are both on just stay forward. I usually have these on stay central and getting behind as well. This year, I really do quite like it on balanced, and I think that works really, really well in game. They're not trying to constantly run it behind the back line against, you know, so many good players, Tomori, Virgil, Kimpembe, Koundé. It's really hard to get behind against them kind of players. As you can see as well, most strikers aren't too fast, but the things that they do have, they both have playstyle pluses. Katoto has the power header playstyle plus, which is really, really good, even on women. And then Griezmann has the finesse shot, and that's why he's on the right-hand side. Our 2 cams, guys, are going to be Rafael Leao and Diani. We have a review on Rafael Leao. I highly recommend you check that out, as he is one of the best players on the game right now. So Leao and Diani, both on comeback on defense and get into the box for cross, which also plays into the players in the box. They'll be in there almost all the time for the cutback. So if you're running down the line with Leao, Diani's going to be in the box, and vice versa. If Diani's running down the line, Leao will be in the box, and Leao's really good for it because he's really tall and strong. Diani is also really strong as well, and she's super, super fast in game. So come back on defense is just to help out with the fullbacks a little bit more. Well, not only is it just to help out with the fullbacks, it is going to allow you to have your fullback and your cam really close together, so you can link up to try and get down the byline once again, try and get past the fullback and really drive into the space. That's really good between Diani and Trent, because Trent's got playstyle pluses and got 90 passing, so his passing to Diani is absolutely amazing. I would recommend trying out Trent because he's a very, very, very good in game for crossing and for finding the passes down to your other wide player. So that's a really good combination there. I would try and recommend it for your left back as well. There's not too many good passing left backs on the game right now though, so you can't really do it too much. Now, our CDMs. What I recommend for your CDMs on this game, guys, one really defensive one and one that can go forward and support the attack. We've got that in abundance with Patelas, who's really, really good going forward, has good defending as well, and has really good playstyle pluses and 5-star, which means she can ping passes all over the pitch. De Jong's really nice as well. I could arguably switch these 2 around. De Jong has the Trivela playstyle plus, which means you don't have to worry about that 3-star weak foot he has. And here's our defensive option. He's fast, he's got good dribbling and good passing. He's on stay up while attacking and cover centre, whilst Putellas is just on cover centre. 2 fullbacks are both on stay up while attacking. If I want to override that in game and I want a bit more from my fullbacks, I just press up and left on the D-pad to override the stay up while attacking. And then when I want them back on defensive, I press up and left on the D-pad again to switch them back to stay up while attacking. And that, guys, is the 4-2-2 custom tactics for FC24 that I'm using in the very, very high divisions right now. It's getting me a lot of success. It is very aggressive. It's front foot football. It's counter-attacking football. And you will dominate games with that 71 depth press after possession loss combination. I highly recommend you try these ones out, guys. Make sure you have the right players in the right positions to get the most out of a formation like this and tactics like this. I'm sure you'll get success with it. And guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell to miss a video. But guys, that's going to be it for me for now, so take care.